Daniel, as a child of God in his time, a prophet also, the king had a dream and did not know it. He forgot the dream he had. He called the wise men at that time. He said he needed to know his dream and the interpretation. Daniel knew what to do. And Bible says, Daniel said, give me 3 days. There's a thing called prophetic download. Hallelujah. And Daniel went and sat in the place. And he downloaded all that the king dreamt of, saw, and it came with interpretation. However, it is also possible God's Spirit is not saying anything to you. He has not spoken to you and said, son, this is a vision I want to show you. This is something I want to tell you about Africa, about Nigeria, about your life. It is also possible for you to search and know things on your own. It is possible. 1 Peter chapter number 1 verse 10. Look at what the prophet did. The Bible says, of this salvation the prophets have inquired and searched carefully, who prophesied of the grace that would come to you. Look at this again. He's talking about salvation that came to us. But he told us what the prophet did. He said the prophet, they inquired. How do you inquire about a thing? This is it. Take for instance, I want to know this man. I walk into this church and I need to know him. So I know this man plays the keyboard. So I saw him singing with Dr. Jumi. I said, okay, I don't want to walk up to him to know him, but I can choose to talk to someone who knows him. Are you following me? So instead of saying, young man, what's your name? If I don't want to ask that, I just simply go to Jumi, who I saw had a conversation with him or playing together. Jumi should know him. So I go behind and I say, please, that man playing the keyboard, what's his name? How old is he? Where does he live? What does he do? I ask all those questions. Then I go to him and then shock him. I say, is your name not Martins? Like, wow, how did you know my name? Are you not married? You're not married. You're single. So I know you're open. I want my sister to marry you. I could go and do all of that. Then he's surprised, like, how did he get those information? So how do I know someone that is not known to me? I do inquiries. You remember how that guy on your street used to come and ask you about your sister? Those are inquiries. You know why they did those inquiries? So that when they go to your sister or my sister, they can just bamboozle her. Like, don't worry, you can't tell me no, don't bother, you are not dating, you are free, you are single. The same kind of inquiry is available in the spirit. The Bible says the prophet have inquired. They ask questions. Are you following me? So how do I get to know things? I just ask questions. A guy walks up to you, is looking all nice, tall, dark, and handsome, and you are just swept off your feet. Go home and ask the Lord. Inquire. It's as simple as that. Inquire. Because you have a spirit in you that can search. Are you following me? The Bible said this spirit searcheth the things of God, yea, the deep things of God. It can search. So the prophet asked questions. They inquired. They inquired. And after they asked questions, the Bible said now they searched. Follow me carefully. They inquired. After inquiring, they got information. They still wanted more. The Bible said they searched carefully. How do you search? The book of Proverbs, chapter number 20, verse 27. It says to you that the spirit of a man is a candle of the Lord. The version says the lamp of the Lord. It says the spirit of the man is a candle of the Lord, is a lamp of the Lord, searching all the inner depth of his heart. So it means that I have a tool that can search. It is my spirit. Now, the mistake you make with searching is this. When you want to search, you don't search the way you search as if the whole place is lit with an halogen lamp or it's the source of light is the sun. If you turn off all the light in this hall now and it's really dark, you can't see a pin on the floor. Am I right? Good. If I say look for a pin, you can't find it. However, if I turn off all the light in this room and I want to find something in that corner, I can take my candle. The spirit of a man is the candle of the Lord. I can take my candle and take it to that corner and begin to search that part of the hall, and I will find all the little details in that corner. Are you following me? It means that by that candle of the Lord, which is my spirit. So I see my spirit as a candle. So I want to know something about this person. Then I say, let me search. Let's search Khalifa Nahaziza. Let's search his family alone. Or let's look at his siblings alone. Then I take the candle there and I begin to inquire and I begin to search. Because when I search in sections or when I search with specifications, I will get revelation. But when I search generally, I just look through the whole thing. I said, I have a candle, I just search. I will not find anything specifically. The most I will get is there is somebody here. Praise God. Did you get what I just explained? So the spirit of a man is a candle of the Lord. He can search. He can search. So how did the prophets search? They used the Spirit of God in them to search. So they say about salvation. When will the Messiah come? Then they search. Of which root will he come from? Of which tribe will he come from? Then they search. And they got answers. Did you get that? So the believer has the ability to search. He has a Spirit of God in him, who is a searcher in the Spirit. His recreated spirit can search. But he must search with specifications. I'm searching actually, but I don't want to switch. Should I switch myself? Should I start searching? I should search. Yes, sir. So a believer can search. He can ask questions. Let's make inquiries about these persons. All right, you are here. You are right before me, in front of me like this. You have a sister. Her name is Rita. Stand up. Good. Come. It is called searching. The spirit of a man is the candle of the Lord. It can search to the innermost depths of the heart. You know, in our hearts now, I'm searching our heart. I don't need to search anywhere else. And I'm also inquiring from the one that knows our, which is the Holy Spirit. So I'm asking the Holy Spirit, inquiring, tell me more about our sister. She seems to have more than one sister, yes? And she seems to have, okay, I'm seeing another sister. I'm searching, I'm asking questions. So there's another sister called Bridget.
Yes.
All right. Then it is searching. It is searching. It is not guesswork. It's searching and listening and hearing. It's searching in the spirit. Then there's another sister. There's another sister called Joy.
Correct.
All right. So I can keep going and going. I'm going. So I've seen already 4 sisters already right now. Am I right? I can keep going and going. I can keep searching. Go. Praise God. It is inquiry and searching. You saw, the only thing I heard were just all about that space. If I now need to know about our finances, I move the candle to another part of our life. And I say, okay, now let's talk about the money in our bank account. Praise God.